Hello and welcome to Pete and Steve's Lady Podcast, episode 5. I'm Pete.
And I'm Steve.
And we are the Lazy Podcast Brothers. We got a load of new films to go through today, so let's crack straight on with it. First one up, we've got The Magnificent Seven. Loved this. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
Loved the original.
Action-packed.
Yep.
Maybe not quite as good as the original. The original is a classic. But, well-deserved remake, I think.
Yeah,
they all do a good cast.
Yeah,
the
it's
cast do a good job.
Good action and everything. So pretty violent though, very very violent. Albeit bloodlessly violent. But man, a lot of people get killed, stabbed, shot, hung, all sorts.
We're talking
in this
Rambo
film.
numbers
like,
here.
Crazy,
Rambo First Blood
crazy
Part
amount.
2.
Great cast. Got Chris Pratt, Denzel. We love a bit of Denzel. Ethan Hawke, Byung-Hyun Lee. And who really stood out for me, actually, was Peter Sarsgaard as the baddie. I thought it was really good, really menacing, quite unhinged, never knew what he was going to do next, and again, very, very nasty man. And I thought he made a very, very good baddie in this.
Yeah, a bit underdeveloped, but I think he played it well.
It was all about the shooting and killing, really, wasn't it? It wasn't about developing characters or anything.
That's probably 90% of the movie.
Yeah, exactly. Obviously, I'm a big fan of director Antoine Fuqua. Very, very good director. Training Day. What else has he done, Steve?
Shooter.
Shooter, yeah, like Shooter. Yeah, very enjoyable.
Fallen,
yeah, love that.
and Tears of the Sun, which is one of my favourite action war movies.
Love that. It's a great film. And also Training Day is one of my favourite ever films. Love a bit of Denzel in that. It's awesome. So, yeah, we basically both really enjoyed this, didn't we? So, how many stars are you going to give it, Steve?
I'm going to give this 4 stars.
I will concur with 4 stars. I think it's well deserved. I think it could have gone horribly wrong. They could have made it really comedic and really funny and stuff. But it isn't at all. It's actually pretty straight. Obviously, Chris Pratt has most of the comedy moments in it, which you'd expect because he's quite a comedy guy. But yeah, strong 4, I think, from both of us, I think.
Yeah, great evening out.
Yeah, top quality film. Right, we went to the cinema the other night and saw Inferno. Again, directed by Ron Howard, who did the very boring first one and the slightly less boring second one, Angels and Demons. Obviously, from the Dan Brown novels of all the same names. Tom Hanks, Felicity Jones, both very decent in it, albeit slightly bland characters, which unfortunately you get in all of these films. Characters just really bland. But actually, it was all right.
Yeah, it wasn't quite... I was expecting it to be a disaster, and it wasn't. It was mildly entertaining. Ron Howard can be a bit of an up-and-down director.
More down than up.
Well, he did like The Awful, In the Heart of the Sea.
Oh, terrible.
But then he does the superb Rush.
Oh, Rush was fantastic, wasn't it? But would you say that then Rush is perhaps a blip?
Maybe.
As opposed to actually does some good, does some bad. You know, he's no Ridley Scott, where Ridley Scott does quite a few good films interdispersed with the odd bad film. But mostly, on the whole, his films are pretty decent. Whereas Ron Howard, I think you could probably say mostly on the whole, his films are a bit crap. But then Rush, came out of the blue.
You could argue most of his films are a bit mediocre.
Yeah.
And Rush is almost like it's directed by someone else.
Yeah, exactly. It
is absolutely superb.
But yeah, his film, it jogged along quite nicely. Bit crappy acting. I think the script was up to much.
No, and the actors kind of phoned it in a little bit.
Kind of going with it, didn't they? And a few silly bits in it as well.
Especially towards the end.
Yeah, if you're going to infect the world and everything like this.
There must be easier ways.
you got to do it with, some style, or just do it. Just do it, and then go, hey, it was me.
Yeah, they're set up an elaborate path. That someone could stop me.
Someone could screw up for you and your legacy's completely blown. But hey ho, it was enjoyable enough. Past an early evening that did. So what are you going to give it?
Well, to be quite honest, I have to give it a 2. I can't recommend anyone really goes and sees this.
I think I'd give it a 3. I don't think it was. I think it's a weak 3. I don't think it's as bad as a 2. Because for me, a bad film is 2, and obviously an absolute horrendous film is 1. So I think I'll put this down as a 3 and say, yeah, it was alright.
I'm going to have to be harsh. still give it a 2.
Yeah, no, I'll go with your harshness on that. That's not a problem. Talking of harsh, let's go for Girl on the Train. Obviously, from the novel that everyone basically read this summer and everybody loved, international bestseller. It's amazing. Everyone's got to pick up and read it. Blah blah blah. The film is horrible. I hated this film. It was so bland, so boring. Literally, it was a daytime TV movie. You could take the cast of Saved by the Bell, put them in this film, put it at 1 o'clock on the Hallmark channel, and it would be the same film. You know, Screech as the dad, the father in it and everything. Tiffany Amber Thiessen, whatever, as the sexy mama who everyone hates and gets murdered and stuff. You know, it was terrible. I hated this film so much.
It wasn't quite that bad. I mean, I thought it was mildly entertaining. I thought Emily Blunt was very good in it.
Yeah, but I'm drunk. It's just so.
That's exactly how she was in the film.
Where's my Oscar? You know, no, I thought this was rubbish. Honestly, I sussed it out literally, and I'm not particularly good at sussing stuff out. I like the film to grab me, take me along with it, and everything. I don't like trying to suss it out and think who is it. But I think this was obvious after about 20 minutes.
I wouldn't go 20 minutes, but towards the end it was quite obvious what had happened.
20 minutes, bruv.
Absolutely. In an envelope.
I should have done. I could have wrote it down and go, there you go, Steve, open it at the end of the film, and it would have been spot on. I think the original novels, set in London, and I think they've transferred it over to New York. Maybe something's been lost in translation along the way, I don't know. But I've not read the book, but a lot of people tell me the book's fantastic. And a lot of people that have told me that the book's great have gone and seen the film and said the film was rubbish. So
yeah, maybe they should have kept it in Britain.
Yeah, maybe. So yeah, like I said, I was kind of bored. This film was desperately trying to be Gone Girl. Which is a great film, clearly because it was directed by David Fincher, who's a fantastic director. It had a really sharp, polished script, which you would expect from a David Fincher. Brilliant cast again, but this cast is decent. It's got great people in it, but it just didn't really go anywhere.
Yeah, it's just all a bit like mediocre.
It's all like in a loop, the film. Whereas Gone Girl really kept you interested, kept you going, threw in a few curveballs that you didn't see coming half the time. And it's immaculately finished. This one was just really bland, kind of colourless for me. It just felt 1 star. 1 star. It's one of the worst films I've seen this year.
That's harsh.
Steve,
I'll give it 2 stars.
2, yeah, 2. Basically saying it's crap.
Well, below average.
But not as good as Inferno. But
well, mildly enjoyable.
Yeah, no. I'm going to have to disagree with that. It was one of the worst films I've seen this year. Right, I'll tell you, one of the most surprising films I've seen this year was Deepwater Horizon. You know what? I thought this was great. I was gripped from start to finish. I was going expecting it not to be that great, because the director, Peter Berg, made Battleship, which was poor, Hancock, which wasn't that great, Lone Survivor, which you really like, but I disliked immensely. I thought it was terrible, and so I was going into this film thinking, it's just going to be a bit naff. But I tell you what, it was brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, it's got a great cast: Mark Wahlberg, Kurt Russell.
Can't beat a bit Kurt Russell, bit of Snake Plissken,
and it's just very, very well filmed. You really feel like you're there watching it.
Yeah, definitely.
As it happens.
Yep.
And it's quite fascinating, really.
Yeah, it sort of like you said, I think when we walked out, it makes you want to go and watch a documentary about the whole thing.
Well, me and my mate did. We went home immediately and watched a documentary on YouTube, which added a few more details of what went wrong, and it finds out it was a mixture of the people who were doing the drilling and a mixture of BP cutting corners, basically.
Yeah.
And and it all added up to a huge, huge disaster.
Yeah, and it wasn't the film. You think, obviously, because it's America, going to be really heroic, but it wasn't. It just told the story as it was. Yeah, there's a couple of heroic moments in, but they weren't overdone or overplayed with, American flags floating down on fire and, from 18 different angles and stuff. It was really sort of in your face, showing you exactly what happened, proper working men, working hard, doing their job, and what tantamount to a massive, massive accident, but perhaps an accident that could have been
avoided.
Yeah. But yeah, no, for me, this was great. This was, for me, this year's Everest. Because Everest, like last year, was a film I saw that I didn't think would be much cop, but actually ended up loving it.
Yeah, and
this is this year's Everest.
To it that they were based on true events.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And 4 stars for me, easy. A good, strong 4 stars.
Yep, same here, 4 stars. Go and see this movie. It's very entertaining.
Definitely worth watching. It's not the macho sort of thing you would think it would be. It's just a, proper hardcore men trying to survive, an accident sort of thing. Great. Check it out. That's a great, great film. Talking of good films, if not great films, Girl with All the Gifts, which is kind of ducked in under the radar a little bit. Obviously another novel based, a very, big bestseller, and got a very, very English feel to it. But again, sort of zombie-ish sort of film. Horror, thriller, bit of everything really.
I mean, I'm a great fan of British science fiction. I mean, I was brought up with stuff like Blake Seven, Doctor Who, very dark, gritty science fiction.
And reading, I remember John Wyndham and stuff like that as well.
I mean, I love it, all that sort of stuff. And this is a great British science fiction movie.
Yeah.
Stroke horror. It's, support our industry. Go and see this movie.
Yeah.
It deserves it.
Yeah, if it's disappeared now, because I know these sort of films tend to have a pretty short run at the cinema these days. So as soon as it comes out, Netflix, download, whatever, check it out. Definitely got to see this one. Got good cast, really good cast. Again, good character actors, no massive star or anything to overshadow. Got Gemma Arterton, Glenn Close, the always excellent Paddy Constantine. Always love him, he's a fantastic actor. It's just really strong, and the young girl in it as well.
She was brilliant.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic, and it's just a great story. Just a really, really good story with some really good surprising bits in as well.
Well, and considering this was such a low-budget movie,
looked
you
great.
really do have a sense of scale.
Yeah.
And it also overlooked like a city in ruins and overgrown.
Yeah.
Great.
But it's directed by a chap that's really only ever really done television as well, and for him to sort of get that scale and quality and everything, it's fantastic. He's definitely a guy to keep an eye on, I would say. So I would highly recommend this film a lot. I'm going to give it 4 stars again.
Well, I'm going to give it 5.
5?
Just my cup of tea.
Yeah, we do like these sort of films anyway, don't we? It's kind of like zombie apocalypse after the zombie apocalypse has happened.
It's in the tradition of stuff like, 28 Days Later, The Descent. I mean, if anyone's old enough, Threads.
Threads, yeah.
Maybe not quite as dark as that, but,
Or Night of the Comet. It's basically an English version of Night of the Comet. So that's a quality film. That was on Netflix, by the way. So you should try and check that out if you can. Night of the Comet. Classic 80s dodginess. So yeah, definitely one to go and watch that one. Fantastic. A few trailers that have come out, but a few very decent trailers and a few maybe not so decent. First up was Power Rangers, which is sort of like the update of everyone's favourite sort of 90s TV show. I thought it looked alright.
Yeah.
It didn't show much though, did it?
Yeah, but I didn't grow up with Power Rangers, so I've got no interest in them whatsoever. And the live action film just doesn't interest me at all.
No.
But
Until
I see a better trailer, I mean...
the trailer was pretty
downplayed.
It looked interesting. Again, it's an origin story and everything. Now they become the Power Rangers and stuff. And like I said, didn't really show too much, but I don't know. It could be half decent. Could be worth a watch. Then we got what we're looking forward to, John Wick Chapter 2.
Yay! Guns!
And dogs.
And dogs, yeah.
Not dead ones
Don't
this
mess
time,
with my
hopefully.
dogs.
But yeah, can't be beat. You know, same people directing it. I think you find so as long as they keep the quality of the action, that's what really set John Wick first one apart from a lot of other films, revenge films that you have like with Statham and stuff like that. Was the quality of the action. Tend to find a lot of these films they throw the camera around, sharp, cut. This actually stuck with it really well. It's really well choreographed, really well edited and everything. So I'm just hoping they don't then now, hey, John Wick Chapter 2, let's really go over the top.
Yeah, but I think it's done by the same director, and the director was basically the go-to stuntman.
Oh yeah.
In the US.
Yeah.
So if anyone knows how to handle action scenes,
but it's the directing of it, though, isn't it? That's the thing.
He did a good job on the last one, so I don't see why we can't do a good job on this one.
I just hope that it stays out. But you know what it's like. It's like, say, with like Bad Boys. Bad Boys 1 was great. Bad Boys 2, good, but so over the top, it kind of loses something.
Messy and
because
they go, long.
Yeah, exactly. It's too long, bit all over the show. The banter basically is just them shouting at each other and everything. So I just hope they kind of keep the look and the feel and the quality of the first one and don't like go, woo, John Wick 2, woo. So let's hope that it's all right. One you're really looking forward to is Allied.
Yes, I love a good war movie, and this looks interesting, you know?
Yeah, it looks very good.
Yeah.
Saw the new trailer for it the other day at the cinema, and I'll tell you what, it looked really exciting. It looked very good. What was it? Brad Pitt, Marion Cotillard, and you've got directed by Robert Zemeckis, who's a great director as well. So, yeah, this one looks like it'd be very, very good.
Behind the lines, you know, doing sabotage.
Sort of like a spy sabotage thing, isn't it?
You don't see them very often, especially with such a good cast.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm well up for that one. I don't know, I'll be that boy. Patriots Day.
America!
Mark Wahlberg. And I'll tell you, because what we were talking about before, this is actually directed by Peter Berg, same guy that did Deepwater Horizon, right? And in the trailer, watch the trailer and count how many times you see an American flag being waved or wafting in the distance or close up saying. I think there's like 4 times.
Yeah, I think what we need to do
USA.
When we go to cinema, we need to play a drinking game. Every time we see a shot of an American flag, we take a drink.
You'd be drunk after about 20 minutes, I think. So yeah, I'm not really looking forward to it. It's all about the Boston bombings, the Boston Marathon bombings. Too soon, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you know, these sort of films just don't play well, really. I don't think in like Britain and that.
No.
We're a bit too cynical.
Yeah, I think these films tend to memorialise sort of events like that rather than tell a proper down dirty story and everything. And I really don't know if I could be bothered to watch this. Probably will, but
you know, not that excited.
I'm not
about
that
it.
fussed. I know, Steve, that you're very, very excited about this next film, Resident Evil: The Final Chapter.
Yes.
One of your favourite.
Supposedly the last
films.
one.
Supposedly, yeah, until it makes good money and they'll go, oh, let's make another one.
But don't get me wrong, I know they're bad, alright?
Yeah, they're not that bad.
But I just enjoy them. Every so often I think you just need to see bad movies.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's kind of trashy fun. Directed again by Paul W.S. Anderson, did Aliens vs Predator and a couple of the other Resident Evils, including the original one. It tends to make those sort of films where they're not that great, but they're actually somewhat enjoyable. You know, they're not so bad they're good. They're just not great, but all right, and they just wash over you, and they're mildly entertaining. Last couple of Resident Evils have been all right.
Yeah,
been quite good fun, and yeah, you know, it looks like they've chucked a bunch of money at it.
Switch your brain off and just enjoy the visuals, basically.
Yeah, like I say, it looks like it's, you know, it looks pretty up there, budget-wise and everything. Same old people in it, Ali Lutter, Mila Jovovich. She's all in it and stuff, as usual. And yeah, it looks alright. I'm not, yeah, I'll go and see it. I'll quite happily go and see it, to be honest.
Yeah, just don't expect a masterpiece.
Yeah, exactly. No, because it won't be. One that very interested me, but you didn't sound too keen, was Personal Shopper with Kristen Stewart. When I saw it up there, Kristen Stewart, Personal Shopper Paris, I thought it was about just some rich bird going around Paris buying stuff. And, you know, hey, meeting some young lad and they break up and stuff. But it's not at all. It looks like a sort of like a Roman Polanski type horror ghost thriller, and I, for one, thought it looked very intriguing.
I thought it looked a bit messy. I'll be quite honest.
But it's just a trailer.
Yeah, I mean, it's got potential. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it might be very, very good, but I just find it hard to gauge on what we've seen at the moment.
I think it's won a few awards on the sort of like festival circuits and stuff. So, which gives you a little bit of hope that it might be good, or they just all love Kristen Stewart like I do. But we'll see. You know, I'm looking forward to it, actually, to be honest. And just out today was a little teaser trailer for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, which I think looks really good.
Yeah, well, the last one was
great.
Excellent.
I loved it.
Really enjoyable. And, you know, the cast was brilliant.
Yeah.
The way Marvel handled the script and everything, it was really witty. And I'm really looking forward to the sequel.
Yeah, me too. Same guy as well, James Gunn. So, which obviously always bodes well, because I think he was obviously a bit of a left field choice for the first one, but actually really, really worked because it felt like a James Gunn film. Sort of done, was it Slither, which was a really, really good film. The one Shut Up Crime, Super, which was brilliant. Loved that. And so this actually felt like a James Gunn film, not a Marvel film, funnily enough. And I just hope that he's been allowed to make another James Gunn film, rather than, hey, you've got to make a Marvel film this time, it's got to tie in with 15 other different movies and characters, which kind of screws up loads of their other films, basically. Everything's got to tie in with each other, and they just bland the crap out of it.
Well,
like Ant-Man.
I don't think we have to worry about that too much, because it is sort of set in the future, so it's basically kind of far away from that side of the Marvel universe.
But they always then, like, go back to the future and come forward to the future and stuff. So I'm just hoping, like I said, that it retains. It doesn't go too silly, because the first one had its funny moments in, but wasn't too silly. So I just hope this doesn't get really silly and stuff. But
I don't think you need to worry.
I'm worried. What am I going to do?
You're always worried.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see with that. Right, we got a Netflix pick. So beforehand, with our Netflix pick, sometimes choose something really old, something new. This one is an actual Netflix film. So Steve's going to tell you all about this because he loves his war films.
Well, it's a Siege of Jadoville, which is basically a bunch of Irish United Nations troops hold up a bunch of French and Congo mercenaries in the early 1960s. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. You can't beat a good siege movie in the tradition of like Assault on Precinct 13 or The Alamo or even sort of Seven Samurai.
Yeah.
And,
or Magnificent Seven.
Or Magnificent Seven, yeah. This was a great film. Really enjoyable. Action was really well handled. The Irish soldiers are commanded by Jamie Dornan.
Jamie Dornan, yeah.
He was in The Fall, which is great. 50 Shades, which I actually quite liked. I haven't read the book though. And, you know, it's sort of out of character for him, and he played it very, very well. I thought the cast was really good. The action scenes were very, very good.
Yeah, very well handled. Really good.
It's kind of surprising that Netflix, you know, can produce such great movies.
Well, no, that's sort of shape of things to come, though, isn't it? I think, you know, I know they've had sort of deals with sort of, you know, some dodgy sort of films, put a few out, the Do-Over, Adam Sandler and stuff like that. But this just shows that if they put the money in the right places, they can actually make really good quality films. Again, I'm with you. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I love that sort of the siege films and stuff, like you say. Assault on Precinct 13, I think it's genius. And it sort of reminded me a little bit of them, you know. So, you know, get cut off, people don't want to know, you know, and they're struggling, run out of ammo and all sorts going on against insurmountable forces and that. And, you know, these guys hold their own, and it's a real, you know, hero's story.
Yeah, it's a bit of history that I hadn't heard about, and probably a lot of other people hadn't heard about, so it was quite interesting as well.
No, that's it. Obviously, it's all based on true story and everything that only sort of come to light, you know, years ago, only a few years ago, because of what happened out in the Congo and everything. And yeah, like you said, you know, the fact that it is based on a true story and everything makes it even more incredible, really. So, Definitely if you got Netflix, definitely one to watch there.
Well worth watching.
I think you definitely enjoy that. So now we're on to hit or shit. Obviously, Jack Reacher's out tomorrow, I think. Yeah, Jack Reacher's out tomorrow. The second one, Never Go Back, which we're both really looking forward to. I think Jack Reacher 1 is fantastic.
Was excellent movie.
That's definitely a hit. So we'll put that down as a hit even before we get to it. And so definitely going to go and watch that. And today is Tom Cruise. So let's start then with Risky Business. Hit. Rebecca De Mornay. Oh, baby. She's so hot. And
she
great.
Certainly was in that movie.
Tangerine Dream soundtrack and everything. What's not to like with that film? I love it. Legend.
Hit. I really like it.
I'd say hit. Obviously, that's another weird film. Ridley Scott, as we're talking about. And obviously, it's got 2 soundtracks. It was Jerry Goldsmith's soundtrack and a Tangerine Dream soundtrack. And
of course, the Tangerine Dream soundtrack is
fantastic.
Much better.
Yeah. Prefer that. Although I'm a big fan of the other guy as well. So, but yeah, I think I'll go for hit for that one. Tim Curry, probably the best thing ever.
The best devil ever.
Devil. Absolutely. Still today, if you put him in a film looking like that, you'd be like, wow, fantastic. It's one of the best devil makeup jobs I've ever seen.
Excellent for
amazing. Magnolia. Hit. Brilliant film. Love it.
I mean, Tom Cruise has only got a small part in it,
but he eats it up. How he never won an Oscar for this. My mum hates Tom Cruise because of this film. She does.
He does say the C word quite a lot, doesn't he?
Yeah, and he's quite derogatory towards women.
Doesn't like it.
No, exactly. But yeah, ever since she saw that film, she's always hated Tom Cruise after that, based on this film. That's how good he is in that, because before she thought he was great, and now she hates him. Born on the 4th of July.
Hit.
Yeah, love Born on the 4th of July. Oliver Stone. We went and saw that up at the Empire in Leicester Square. Do you remember?
THX cinema, THX soundtrack. It just
blew us away. It's so fantastic. A Few Good Men.
I didn't like this very much.
Shit.
Yeah,
I hated it.
Sorry, yeah. I mean,
I didn't like it at all. I think it was stupid.
It's just, the courtroom scenes didn't really get very punchy.
Annoyed me.
It just wasn't very good courtroom drama, really.
You got some hardened general, been in battle like 58,000 times. He's rock hard, and cracks under being asked 3 questions. You can't handle the truth. Oh God, you can't handle a courtroom. Fucking been had bombs thrown at you and stuff and everything, but can't handle a couple of questions in a courtroom. No, it was stupid. I really disliked this film when we saw it. Night and Day.
Hit.
Shit.
I like it.
Didn't like it. I thought it was bland.
Yeah.
I thought it was really badly directed and everything.
I thought it was okay.
Didn't like it. No, don't like it. Oblivion.
Hit. I really
Definite hit. I loved Oblivion. I thought it was brilliant. I think I saw it twice at the cinema.
Very smart.
Loved the film. Loved the way it's put together. Everything. Loved it. Thought it was brilliant. Minority Report. Hit. Definite hit. Love it. Steven Spielberg. What a great film. Right. Mission Impossible 1. Hit. Mission Impossible 2.
Shit.
Major shit. Mission Impossible 3. Hit. Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol. Hit. And Mission Impossible Rogue Nation.
Hit.
Definite hit. That's probably one of the best ones out of all 5, I reckon.
Yeah.
The last one I thought was fantastic. It's a great film. Right. The Colour of Money.
Shit. I didn't really like it that much.
Hit. It's brilliant. Watch it again tomorrow. It's still awesome. Paul Newman is absolutely brilliant. And Tom Cruise, actually, is fantastic in this film.
Yeah, I must admit, I haven't seen it for 30 years.
Scorsese. It's
but,
brilliant.
I'll have to see it again, though, I have to admit, yeah.
Days of Thunder.
Hit.
No.
I'm quite
This is so bad.
Okay, so it's just cars.
So bad.
This is really exciting racing. Cars going round in circles.
Days of Thunder. Shit.
I thought
it's terrible. Probably that's the most exciting bit in it is the wheelchair race, and even that was shit. I hate this film. It's so rubbish. Interview with a Vampire.
Hit.
Yeah, I'd say it's a hit. Again, when I first went and saw it, I don't know, but then seen it a couple of times since and thoroughly enjoyed it. I think it's a bit of hidden sort of gem, if you know what I mean. Even though it cost a shitload of money when they made it, although I don't think it took much money.
No, it was a big hit when it came out, I think.
But I'd say it was a hit. Previous shit. Vanilla Sky.
Shit.
I'm gonna say hit.
Really?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was alright. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
The place makes no sense.
Interested, exactly. Interested.
Interesting isn't the word I use.
Cocktail.
Hit.
Massive hit.
It's just fun.
Love Cocktail. That's still cool. It's still a good film. Watch it tomorrow. It's brilliant. Love it. The Firm.
Hit.
Yeah, definite hit. Great
John
film.
Grissom, I really loved.
Yeah, really, really good film. War of the Worlds.
Hit.
Yeah, definite hit. Love this. I saw this in Japan, and honestly, it was brilliant. Loved it. Just sat there, just smile on my face all the way through. Funnily enough, doesn't hold up as much to repeat viewings. The first half an hour does. First half hour is absolutely fantastic, but it does get bogged down later on in the film.
I don't think
but then
bogged down
comes
the
back
word,
again.
You get like the human element. It kind of develops that. So I
just want to see.
Pretty strong.
I just want to see aliens shooting people and stuff. I don't want to see.
You just want to see what's going on over that hill.
Yeah, exactly. Collateral.
Hit.
I'd say hit, but only just. I think it's one of Michael Mann's weakest films.
Yeah, but I think Tom Cruise sort of brings it up a level.
Tom Cruise is
really well.
Yeah, he is very good, and I'll give you that. So, Rock of Ages.
Haven't seen it.
Shit, it's awful, awful. Just loads of American rock being sung badly by people like Tom Cruise and everything, and it's just so bland. The whole film is bland, awful. Edge of Tomorrow.
Hit.
Yeah, definite hit. This was a real breakout film. Was it last year or the year before? It was the year before, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, but that was a real breakout film that year. I thought it was really, really good.
Well, it's kind
really
of surprisingly
good.
It's, name changes and
yeah,
word
think,
on the street
Christ,
was
this
the
is
film
be
was
awful.
a bit of a mess.
Yeah.
But when we actually saw it, we thought it was excellent.
Yeah.
The storyline was really sharp. The action scenes were really well done.
Doug Liman, really, really good director, did the first Bourne Identity, and I really rate him as a director. And yeah, and now last but not least, Top Gun.
Hit.
Definite hit.
Danger Zone.
Gotta love Top Gun. What an absolute brilliant movie that is.
It's a
one for the
classic.
ages. Please don't make Top Gun 2. Don't do it. Leave it.
Why would you?
Yeah, well, for the money, obviously. But I
But
really,
who would you
really
even
hope.
put in it?
Tom Cruise.
Yeah, but he's too old now.
Yeah, but he's gonna be like the guy teaching them.
Oh, for God's sake. They probably would do that now.
And have the cast of Melrose Place in it as well. Fucking awful. But no, please don't make Top Gun 2. Tom Cruise, if you're listening, which you probably are, do not make Top Gun 2, please. Leave Top Gun alone. That's all I can say on this issue. Right, that's it for this week. We'll be back at the movies. Jack Reacher. We'll go and watch that next few days. And we'll let you know what we think about it. And The Accountant coming up as well.
I'm really looking forward to The Accountant.
Yeah, that looks fantastic. So we'll definitely let you know what we think of that. So we will see you later.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.